Hey guys, we're back for the second hour here of Burning Crowns. How's it going, everybody? That was a fucking awesome first hour. Yeah. So, holy shit.
Blood and horse murder.
Yeah.
God.
So, yeah. So you guys, you're on the back of the horse or whatever. I think there's going to be some kind of like speed test going on now, as you guys are like gonna like rush back.
So is this where I can help with the arrows?
Yeah, are they even following with their lead?
Yeah, like are they
Under a
in
horse.
chase is the question. I feel like they would be, but I'm not sure.
All I
feel like
know,
No, they
like,
certainly
following
would.
the lead.
No, they definitely would like chase you guys down.
all I know is I spent 10 resource points to have a bow, and this is
Yeah.
my one chance.
Yeah.
This is your do not miss your chance to bow.
No, do not throw away your shot.
So,
I think-
All right, Sam,
do
get up
not
there
miss
and
your
bow
chance to
down.
bow is good too. Come on.
yeah.
No,
So,
I just want to help them with the speed test.
okay. So here's where I don't.
So it would be a speed test to see if the bandits are able to gather their shit and overtake.
No. So here's what's going on. They're not going to try to like recapture you. You're going to have to like outrun them shooting you, and I have no idea how to do that.
That's range and cover.
No. The way I would do this, since we're resolving things with one roll, I would just have it be a
Speed versus bow test.
an archery test against his riding skill.
That makes sense.
So it's a versus test. They're shooting their bows.
But it's a
or
group.
whatever.
But it's a group action of this of their bows. So like six
Right.
people with bows shooting you guys on this fucking racing horse going out.
Right, and so what I would say is either you would just set a knob and have them roll their bow test, or you would have it a versus test.
It would be a versus test. Okay.
So can I help the versus test?
If they're not pursuing, they're out of range still.
Oh, that's true. Good point.
Yeah.
Which kinda
Unfortunately,
sucks.
they're like she's like so your sister got knocked down or whatever. And she's like, no, just fucking kill them, right? Like just fucking shoot them. Go. And she's like picking herself up as you guys are fucking like bolting full fucking speed back to the fort. Right? You hear this like the last thing we hear the sounds of the drawstrings, and let's do this.
All right. So, couple of questions.
Yeah. Have I ever done this before? No.
No. Second question.
Am I excited? Yes. This is incredible.
I know Shield does really weird things in this system, but I have one and I have the skill in it. Does it apply then?
If you have shield, it will reduce incoming damage.
I thought that was just armor and that Shield did something entirely different.
I think it gives you extra defense dice in a fight.
Well, okay. So certainly I have riding. Does riding come off of a base trait?
Everything
Like,
has a root.
Everything
and I
has
think
a
writing
root.
is probably agility, but like it might actually be a mixture of things.
I can look it up.
Yes, please do. Thank you.
I'm
You
actually
figure
really
out your
close to the
force.
page.
You figure out your.
You
force.
figure out- yeah,
It's
figure out
force
force.
shield here because you're using it to defend us.
No, writing is will. Holy shit.
Well,
Writing
yeah.
is will.
You're probably going to be at a base 2 for just about everything, because like most, like all of us are just like at like right around 4s and 5s for everything.
Well, I did have 6 agility. Too bad it wasn't
Oh.
agility. All right. So that's starting with 4 dice. Then I would like to fork in mounted combat because I'm dodging combat. I would like to fork in tactics as well. And I've shield just reduces damage and can't be forked in. Then that's fine.
Well, shields that comes into play if you get hit.
Okay.
How are you forking in tactics? What does that look like?
That looks like the 3. There's 3 of us on the 478, right? We're doing the peanut game. Not literally
Rotating
transferring.
the horses.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
swerving in and out of each other so that it's like
That's sick.
because we've fucking run from arrow fire before. We've probably been ambushed in canyons and passes and under bridges, and we know what we're doing.
I fucking love that. I actually really
That is
love.
so cool.
I really love the idea that someone like Kamir or like your sister. No, did your sister come with you?
No, she's on the barn.
Oh,
with
she's on the
arrows.
barn. That's right. But no, then it's probably like Sir Burton or even like Hario or Kamir, or, you know, just like whatever, some battle or whatever, right? And let's go. And they fucking
Just
start
like
booking
old
it.
King's Road.
Yeah.
Can I help with the wise? I'm not clear on how wises do things.
I don't think
Wise's assist just like any other skill.
Yeah. How
Can I assist with bandit wise?
Do they insulate you from failure, like in something
tell
like...
me what assisting with bandit wise looks like, or show us what that looks like.
Okay, so what's happening is as they're doing the shell game, I'm just like, no, the arrows, look at them. They're fletched incorrectly. They're idiots. They're bandits. We have to go over to the trees. They will protect us. Something like
Yeah, no, that certainly helps.
Something like the bandits, like their arrows, the fletchings are too wide, and in the leaves they'll catch and like slow the arrow down so it won't hurt as much.
Okay. Yeah,
I know
that.
how bandits work. They've tried to raid my supply trains before. It's why I carry a sword.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I could definitely see how bandit wise could help then. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
All right, that brings me up to 7.
All right.
Now, bound by your failure.
Yeah, and I'm rolling the lowest one is 3 dice, and it got 6 people helping. So 9 dice.
That's 9. That's a lot.
Well, I get a challenging bandit wise.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Do I get a challenging in riding then? Or
Yes.
No, because roll the dice and it'll see what it'll tell you, because it's going to be based on his successes.
Yeah.
Right.
So get ready. We're gonna roll at the same time. Your ob is 0 for the purposes right now, and then we're gonna.
Ob 1.
Oh, for versus sets, the ob is 1.
You have to set ob 1 for roll20 to like work.
Oh, for the thing to work. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, set to ob 1.
It'll lose its shit if it doesn't.
Yeah. All right. Let me know when you're ready to go, and then we're both roll at the same time.
all right, I'm ready to go. Wait, hold on a second. No,
You
I'm
got
not.
fate, right? You can re-roll successes.
I've got plenty of fate.
Do you have persona?
I do have persona.
All right, I'm feeling a lot better now.
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, then you can't die. So
I
save
can't
that.
die.
Save that.
Oh, so this maneuver totally has a name. It's called the Swirling Falcons, by the way.
Oh, that's pretty fucking
That is
cool.
awesome.
So I'm having a problem here where for some reason the special modified character sheet wasn't letting me actually create a roll, but now it's letting me, so I'm ready to roll when you are.
Ready when you are, so let's go ahead. 3, 2, 1.
Die goes to
it's a tie.
defender.
Do you have a call
Do
on?
you have 6s?
You need a
You
call
have a
on
6.
trait.
Spin that fate.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
yeah,
spend
spend
fate.
the fate first. Spend the fate first.
Okay, first I'll spend
Get a
a fate.
4, you get it.
So first
Spend
I
a
will
fate.
Hold on a
Fate.
second. Fuck.
Right.
Oh my god, I'm so scared.
Cross your fingers, everybody.
Hold on a second. I gotta spend a fate first.
Close my eyes.
50-50 chance.
So when you spend a fate, you get to re-roll the 6s. That.
The 1/6 that I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you got it. Oh my god, it's literally fucking arrows are just dotting you like as you're going, like at the footsteps, right? As you're going, like, and it's going like as you guys are fucking booking it. Yeah, and you make it free.
Thrown around like a rag doll on the back of this horse.
You guys are
My right hand is just my shield over Laurenthal, actually, and like ping, ping,
Yeah.
like several shots that would have killed her.
yeah, make sure you mark fate and
I am. Yes, I am.
Holy shit! Like, we see like Emma Swan like cursing you guys, like, you haven't seen the last of Emma Swan. You know, like the Stag Lord will come for you, as like, you know,
I'll be back for you, sister.
as you guys are fucking booking back to the fucking fort. Good job, everybody. That was dope as hell.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah. So Wreckage, that was actually a routine test for you because you were.
Literally, no big
7
deal.
against 9 is routine.
Yeah.
Well, because you're going against their successes.
Yeah. So it's 7 against 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
But Count Ronald still gets a
Because I only
probably
have
a
2 die.
difficult. Yeah, probably still gets a difficult test
Yeah.
or challenging if you only have 2.
It's low enough that it doesn't matter which one it is.
That's true.
That's so fucking rad.
That is sick though. That was a great scene.
The song "Sucker for Pain" plays in the background as we.
I
run
feel
through
like
this.
this is going to be a story we're going to have to reference in like 10 episodes down the line. And you
Oh.
talk to one of your men and they're like, it's like the time outside the fort, right?
It's like the old
in the green belt. It's like that time in the stolen lands on the green belt.
So now there's
when Laura
Rights.
shooting herself in the saddle.
all right. Well, the bandits are gonna start fucking retreating back into the woods. There's a fucking dead horse now, about half a mile from the fort.
I'll run down to
Well,
like,
yeah. So it's like
Yeah.
literally like it's literally like ride in, leap over defenses like horse style, and like throw myself off of the horse carrying Laurenthal into Father Demetrius's. Well, Father Demetrius can't fucking lift her. But like, where's the table?
Do you give chase? Is the question. Do you try to pursue them? Because we don't know where they are. Because I was unconscious both ways.
There's no reason to go after them, Sir Onin.
I wasn't even considering it.
Very well. That's very smart.
You're very smart, sir.
That sounds like something Laurenthal would do.
Where the hell
power,
is
so
the
I can.
surgery table?
I just take her. I take her and carry her inside, and I.
Yeah, right.
Is this like a fucking like fantasy scene of like the ER? Like you fucking get off the horse, you take off your helmet, and you're like, we need to see that fucking get the emergency room stat.
And like the helmet off and it's covered in horse blood. And
Yeah.
Oh yes, don't go pursuing them. And I'm like, fuck, where's the surgery table?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we get her inside. I think probably I have to ask because it's not my house. Like where I probably just clear off a table. Honestly.
Yeah, dining room table. Like seriously. Oh well.
No, I got it. Even better. All right. We use the white parlay flag as like the surgical layout.
Okay, sure.
Of the blood that has been spilt.
Okay, so we lay her down and like he like pulls out the
pass. This is the most sanitary it's gonna get.
Jesus.
Yeah, and she already like it's been 3 days, so it's really bad.
Yeah, it's probably gangrenous right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Father Demetrius has a god, but he has no concept of germs. So let's just
no, he's a
throw that out
surgeon.
there.
He's a surgeon.
In medieval times. Didn't
all right.
know about germs.
But I'm not giving you any like increased obstacle for the time that's been gone on.
Okay, no, that's fine. But
because I just wanted to flash forward in time or whatever, so we could like get to this part.
But fictionally, what's probably going to happen is you're going to have to cut off more of her arm.
Whatever,
Right.
sure. We'll worry about that when we get to it.
So he like prepares and I think he's like just sort of giving out orders. Like he's doing like the doctor in the hospital thing, you know what I mean? Where it's like, you know, in the movies where it's like, you know, like you go get this, like I need hot water, I need this, I need that. And he like lays her down and
Are you doing the dip her arm in boiled wine to like
and then I think I like grab Oleg and I'm like, I need the strongest liquor you have.
He nods. Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, and then, you know, when he gets back with that, I like just make her just like drink a ton of it because I know she's going to be in an enormous amount of pain.
Do you give her like the copper rod to bite down on out of your medical kit?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I start trying to heal this wound. How bad of a wound is it?
It is for me. Let me look.
It was a serious wound.
It is a.
Oh no! This is
for me. It is a B8 wound.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, what is that? Serious or
is a serious wound for me?
Okay, let me. This is going to be a really hard test.
It is going to be a really hard test, and odds are you'll make me worse.
Okay, no, this is a 4 for me. So it's still hard, but it's doable.
Do you know where that is in the book?
Yeah, hold on, I was just there. 491.
I think.
So I begin like I'm like saying like what I'm doing kind of to like Count Swan. I'm like, this is bad. This is going to be very hard to treat. She may die.
Well, I'm better off than I was. Just hurry it up.
All right.
Clenched teeth.
And I want to be, you know, I'm very careful. I use my knowledge of anatomy to make sure that I'm not like cutting any major arteries while I like try to get rid of anything that's bad. And, you know, I'm trying to like make sure that I rebandage it up. I'm probably like swearing a little bit about like cursing like the bandits and their clumsy stitching.
I don't think they stitched it. I think they just put it in a tourniquet.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
What tools
So
do you have for this?
It's ob 4, right? Or is it any sort of extra ob for?
Are you don't have any like yeah,
You
you're
have medical equipment.
I have medical supplies. I bought medical supplies.
Oh, you did. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have my surgery toolkit. So
Yeah.
I imagine like I'm not a guy who makes medicine, but I imagine like it has some like I have like some pain meds that I know how to give people after surgery. I've got like my knives and some pain.
You're giving her like milk and coffee.
Father.
Yes.
I am not a surgeon, and I like take out my sword. I'm not doing anything, but like I sort of press it against her elbow, and I'm like, perhaps we should take it off at the elbow, a cleaner wound. What we would do in the field.
Are you trying to help with some kind of wise for that?
I'm soldiering, maybe. Like I literally just said it's what we would do in the field.
Do you have field dressing?
Yeah, do you have field dressing? Because like that would you might be able to help with that by
definitely help
doing
with
it.
field dressing.
I don't have that skill.
You can help with field dressing, mending, child rearing if you have it.
You'd have to.
Nope.
So what I'll say is I won't need to take it off at the elbow. We will need to take some off though. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, I mean it's ob 4, right? Or was I misreading that?
No, you're right. It's op 4.
All right, I've got anatomy and surgery. I'm guessing I can fork anatomy into surgery, anatomy into surgery here. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I feel
Knowing the parts of the body is.
you're going like the hip bones connected to. No, that's fine.
Okay.
I see that.
I can't spend my one persona on you. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
All right. Let's see how this goes. Oh, does the NPC have anything?
Yeah.
The woman.
Does Svetlana have anything that she could help with?
She's out here by herself. She must.
If she has mending, child rearing, or herbalism, she can help.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. No, she would help. She would help with she could help you with herbalism. So like,
Excellent. Yes.
They have some like poultices type stuff that they could probably help you with. But like she's gonna let you do this stuff. Like she can just help you with the supplies here, right? Essentially.
Yeah. I'm probably like working with her. I probably because I know I talked to her about.
Yeah.
Like I know that she's out here by herself. Like,
yeah, I love this shit. So you're like, don't you fucking die on me, and all right.
Okay. I'm 4. Here we go.
Oh shit, guys. Oh, got it. Fucking got it.
Okay.
Oh, no fate or anything.
Hell, man.
Holy shit, guys.
Fate on it? Oh, you don't have any rolls you can do. Never mind.
No.
So
fate.
I think this takes something like 10 minutes per obstacle number. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Or it's like an hour. It's like maybe 15 minutes. It's an hour. It's like 40 minutes where like an hour goes by.
Yeah.
Anything you want to do, Count Ronald, while this is going on?
Actually, I am doing something, but I'm like sitting at a folding table in the open courtyard, just writing something constantly, and looking at the surgery room and writing.
I would like.
Are you gonna let us, in terms of
I'm
a dramatic
sorry,
irony, to know what you're writing?
Can the audience see what it is?
Not yet. I'm gonna explain it to everybody.
Okay, that's cool. That's fine.
Well, I'm not doing anything during the surgery, so I'm going to come over and ask about it. Well, I'm going to come over, and it's going to be like, hey, that shit happened, right? Like, but you're doing this.
All right. So
Occasionally you hear Warren Tall scream inside the operating room.
what I'm going to tell you out of character is that if you'd like to help me on what I'm going to attempt in the near future, playing into what I'm saying would help. Because I want to make a circles test to find somebody at the very least. And if you also know this person or run in the same circles, that's a thing. And so I'm like writing down what seems to be a Xanatos-style branching path plan.
God
like,
damn it.
Bring down the bandit empire. And I'm like, yes. So, Onin, do you know Sumire Shoshone, the huntswoman from the capital? I heard that she was in the area. And I believe that with her aid, we might be able to turn the numbers advantage the bandits have back against them.
Also, Sir Zidomar has 5 dice in hunting, just so you know. You would know that he's a really
Not
good
specifically
hunter.
the hunting that I need.
It's the murdering things from the shadows.
Oh.
Really? Really? That one person, a hunt's master as she may be, they sent a paltry 12. Do you think that's the true forces of an army that appears to be planning to attack Brevoy?
What we need to do is have Sumere ride to all of these hunters, trappers, people that Oleg knows. He can direct her in the correct location to convince them to come here and bunker down with us. They will train with you and I. As you can see here, I'm putting my skills as an army quartermaster to use. I'm drawing up several plans for how we can acquire the supplies we need to train and build an army and then steal a march on them, surround and destroy them. If Laurenthal gets better, she can use whatever her poisonous power is to help find and take out the bandits. I'm working on a multi-pronged plan, but all of it starts with Sumere gathering in a regular militia. If these people want the Greenbelt to remain free, they must fight for it. And if they wish to live in fear of the bandits, we cannot help them.
Your plan relies on quite a large number of assumptions, if I may say so.
Yes, it does. But I've often found that the world revolves around what I believe.
Like how you believe peace with the bandits was possible.
It may still be possible, Sir Onan, just not that particular bandit.
You know, your obsession with finding a peaceful resolution is why Laurenthal is screaming in the background of this conversation right now.
Can you explain your reasoning behind that? And I'm actually going pale as you say that. Like, you might be right, but I'm not...
It was literally the bandits that you negotiated with that kidnapped her.
Oh, that is an ugly truth test right there.
But do you know that?
I do know that. Well, I believe it because I
you
saw
believe
them.
it, but you don't know it. Okay.
I believe it because they went directly to where I found Laurenthal kidnapped. So, like, I followed them, remember?
Sir Onan, do you have any evidence of this claim at all?
The reason why I discovered Laurenthal's kidnapping was because I followed the bandits that you negotiated with, and they went directly to where she had been beaten and roped, and Lord knows what else. If I had been given the okay by you to attack them in the first place, as I was going to do, Laurenthal would be safe and unharmed, and we would have an advantage on them. All of this is from your assumptions, and you make further assumptions now, assuming that the trappers are even on our side, that they aren't servants of the Stag Lord.
And that is why I am having Sumere come to feel them out.
And this Sumere, a huntress, would not be swayed by their stag god?
I do not believe so, and I do not believe he is a god of any kind.
Well, the reverence with which they speak of him, I say that offhandedly.
Sir Onan,
evidence that this is a god?
if I made mistakes, it was on the side of peace and leniency and politics and investigation.
And none of those things mean shit.
They may mean nothing to you, but they mean something to me.
They mean nothing in our contract, Swan. We have orders from the Sword Lords of Restov. Unrepentant banditry to the rope or the sword.
And now I am here on your side in this matter, and yet you still attack me.
No, because I do not understand this irregular militia plan. Why? Why an irregular militia? Why train trappers and hunters for defending this outpost when we have clear evidence that an exterior force is mounting a campaign on Brevoy? We should be sending
letters. What would you have us do? Retreat back to Brevoy?
We should be sending letters to the Sword Lords of Restov, to the Church of Gorham.
I'm literally gesturing to the letters in front of me. I am doing that right now. That is exactly what I am doing.
You spoke only of your letter to this huntress to create your irregular.
You asked me what my current plan was. I have no intention of leaving Brevoy open for an attack. The Rogarvian lands are the first place they're going to hit. We are the southern border. My family estates are at threat here. Do not think that I will not defend myself.
Can I be coming out of surgery as this argument is coming to a volume levels are peaking?
Yeah.
I think I come out and you guys probably see me exit at that moment as you're yelling, and I just sort of look back and forth between the two of you, and I say, "Gentlemen,
Father,
it should be all right."
Excellent news.
Was all
She's
right.
going to be out of commission for at least a few months.
That is a serious problem.
Can I make a health test to speed that up?
I believe so. I mean, we can talk about that.
Yeah, but I think the hard limit is you need a month, at least 1 month of healing.
Yeah, it's 1 to 3 months. It says. Let's see.
Is there not some magic song you can sing, Father, in order to bring her back to health?
Yeah, can you not just work some type of faith miracle?
Oh yeah, let's try that again.
Technically, we
do
don't.
you say that to me? Do you say that to me?
There
Yes.
could be some healing.
I say, I would not be so flippant with the powers of the divine.
Oh really? Because I seem to
We
remember
must-
you blessing
we
a
must-
king before. You won't use it to heal Laurenthal. Swan, you wouldn't happen to be aware of any other times that he's been flippant with his faith powers, would you?
To bless a gate is not to heal a hand. She lost her hand.
I don't want her to grow
Now,
a new hand.
I can do what I can do with surgery. Lord
I would be
Abigail,
because of who you are, Laurenthal. I would give you it's a month.
Also, because he did the surgery, I'm up and going. I got reduced by 1. I'm no longer unconscious.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
So I think Laurenthal kind of hobbles out here.
Are you
trying
not
to
in
hold her
a?
arm.
Yeah.
I say you need to lay down.
We need to talk.
We
You
should
can do
talk.
both of those things. Lay down and we will talk around you.
But if you must know, Sir Onin, I have not been able to reach the Almighty as well as I would like in this place. I feel there's something blocking my powers. I feel it is the thing that spoke to me the night I prayed for guidance.
Is it some sort of stag god?
Yes, I seem to have guessed that.
I believe that is the face of our enemy, and I do not believe...
Father, we have things to discuss.
Yes, can we
Please.
please take
Perhaps-
Laurenthal to the bedroom?
She
We
like
discuss it there.
starts to fall down.
Yes, yes.
Sir Onin, you've become rather forward in the last few days.
I'm sick and tired of the nonsensical way that this has been carried out. It's been a total
Swan, I wouldn't-
clusterfuck.
Swan, I wouldn't fuck Onin with your dick. No, please.
I wouldn't lend my dick to anyone.
Seriously, we go to the bedroom.
I think this
and
is happening
Laurenthal
while
lays
It's
we...
down.
happening on the way. Of course.
Yeah. and
Laurenthal is
walk
just so
around.
out of it right now. She's drunk and still kind of on adrenaline pain high.
So what happened? Start from the beginning.
Yeah, and give us a layout of what exactly went down.
I'm not gonna do.
I mean, you could just say that you recap it, right?
I think Laurenthal takes a few specific details out. Not really.
As you do.
She talks about how after the fire went out, she started searching through the ashes to try and find evidence of her friend. She found some type of chest with weird markings on it that was taken by the bandits. The bandits threatened to. She tried to fight the bandits off, but they overwhelmed her, tied her up, threatened to rape her, knocked her unconscious, and then she woke up in some camp very far away. Had a conversation with them, got a rough estimate of their numbers, but couldn't really tell. And that's when Emma arrived and started torturing her. but she knows our numbers and our location. I do not.
You don't know. You don't know their location.
No,
She
no.
knows.
He's
She
saying
knows our location.
Oh,
our
yeah.
location and our numbers.
I tried. I really did. I'm sorry.
We're leaving now. Pack everything up. Get the carts ready. We are heading for one of the border forts. This is no bandit problem. This is an army problem.
And you're going to leave Svetlag.
Nope, they are coming with us.
You'll have to talk to them about that. They're stubborn.
I will send Sir Zidimir to talk to them if they get stubborn about it.
Yeah, really? You think he'll be convincing?
I don't think that sending a man with
I
a sword
believe he
is-
has a club.
He does not convince people with his words.
Precisely.
So now we're
That seems
discussing.
like a great way to start a relationship with these people.
So, House Swan, freedom, and all of that. Kidnapping people against their will.
If you believe
Sometimes-
saving someone's life is kidnapping them, then yes, I will kidnap Oleg and Svetlana for the hospitality they have shown us and the trouble we have brought to their house.
Perhaps
I do
they would
not-
prefer to
Can
continue
Oleg-
dealing with the bandits instead of being forcibly removed from their home.
I feel like asking before we do anything would be important.
Oh no, I'm definitely like, last time I started asking people things, Sir Onan got up my ass about it.
Will you,
Yes.
I have
will you
stopped.
please stop fighting? We have bigger problems.
Yes,
disagree.
I would
problem
agree.
We have our fighting. We are leaving now. I will ask Oleg and Svetlana nicely.
We have another problem.
If
Laurenthal is not healthy enough to travel, let alone travel quickly.
and if we leave, all we are doing is giving them this fort.
We can burn it to the ground before we leave.
That's
It's
not.
good.
That is a waste of resources.
Is it?
Laurenthal, if this army wanted the fort, they would have it.
I disagree entirely. They didn't want the fort before. They wanted extortion on Oleg and Svetlana. They wanted a legitimate trading post that they could extort. Now they want the fort, and they will have it.
I think it is time I come clean with all of you.
Oh, don't do it, Laurenthal. For the love of God. You're delirious. You're feverish. Now's not the time.
I have been sent here with the express intent of establishing a network of spies in this region.
Well, it's a little late for that because we're leaving.
Apparently.
We're
All
burning
you
it
need
down.
to do is allow me to write a letter. We can have soldiers here.
Oh, if we could just have soldiers here, why didn't soldiers come with us in the first place?
Because I didn't know we needed them.
I'll tell you what, you can write that letter and you will deliver it with the rest of us to the border fort.
I intend to be bringing a letter as well at the border fort. And
Excellent.
I intend,
So we're all agreed that we're going to the border fort.
There is. Look,
Again, I cannot travel like this.
you can travel just fine if a gentle rider carries you.
We'll have
Have
to
a
move
cart.
slowly.
That's fine.
We're in a much more vulnerable position if they catch us on the road.
They won't. They're only going back now to their army. If we leave tonight, there is no way that they could intercept us. They have to get back to their army first, then decide to attack, then attack. And all of that is time that they have many of their people on foot.
Don't think I didn't see
agree.
that shit-eating grin, Eric.
Look, me and Lord Swan have almost never agreed. I am
Did I-
agreeing. that
Actually, I feel like we agree a lot of the time. It's just lately we've been... Anyway,
I
go
have a
ahead.
question.
I'm
That's
not only
neither here
sure
nor
that
there.
Sir Onan realizes when he agrees with someone.
I have a question.
Are you
for
guys
the
doing this
GM.
outside or inside, by the way?
Inside.
We're doing it in like
Definitely a shouting match.
I have a question for the GM.
Yeah.
Even though I was in and out of consciousness, did I get any clear indication of how many people were in that camp?
No, fuck no. I don't know if you ever
You
survived
had
it.
just gotten your hand cut off.
Yeah, no, I'm.
I was
No,
just,
but you're keenly aware of the
several
pain
hours
that's
I
the-
spent before that.
No, you're keenly aware of the pain of your hand. I remember I said somewhere between 8 and like a dozen or so.
I'm going to say, if we're going to leave, I would suggest you let me put you to sleep, Lorenthal. It won't be comfortable traveling.
I don't know how I feel about letting any man, even a man of God, render me unconscious and throw me in a cart.
Well, how about you do it then, Mrs. Poisoner?
What I'll do is
Put yourself to sleep.
I think I'll pull out like a small vial, and I'll like take out. I'll probably take out like a small vial and like take a like water skin, and I'll pour like a couple drops in it, and I will say, when the pain becomes too much, drink this.
Sure. I'm sorry, I'm reading a thing. I'm trying to figure out. It'll take a month, even with. Okay, yeah.
Anyway, Lord Swan and I do agree about something, and that this fort is indefensible. We don't want them to have it, so we will convince Oleg and Svetlana to return with us to a border fort, and we will burn this fort to the ground when we leave.
May I speak?
Count Swan, by the way.
May I speak? Count Swan and Sir Onan, may I speak to Svetlana about this?
I'm going to speak to Oleg now.
Wait, so can I understand what your guys' plan is here now? Is that like you guys are just gonna run away?
I think that's the
I
plan.
don't like it very much.
I don't like it
Like
either.
you don't even know anything about the bandits. Who's going to believe you? Everyone's gonna think that you just did a horrible job, right?
I don't think this is a good plan.
This is what everyone who failed their job would say. It's like, oh, we didn't have enough. It's not our fault. Blah blah blah. What do you guys
What
know?
they're saying is that it would be our word, which most of us in polite society have honorable, respectable positions in the church, in nobility. They're just going to say that we're lying.
No, they're gonna believe you, but if they realize that they come in and solve your problem for you, though, that's gonna look real bad.
I mean, here's the thing.
It definitely doesn't
You take care of bandits, not a bandit emperor.
Yeah, we have the strength of arms.
Beard god.
I mean,
Fight a dozen bandits.
Eric does have a
2
point.
dozen.
No, do you
like,
want? I mean, I'm willing to do this.
Regardless of what the excuse is, like coming back
Is not a good
is
plan.
going to be spun against us. It just is. Like it's inevitable. It's
Yeah,
like
you know what also will be spun against us? Dying at the hands of bandits.
I'd like to point out that none of us can possibly die right now.
That's
Our
a meta
characters
knowledge.
don't know that.
No,
Yeah.
no, you're right.
And in character, we have the strength of arms, a piddly fort to hold back 2-3 dozen bandits tops, and that's in under perfect rolling, which again is meta knowledge. We have every reason to believe from their conversation and evidence that they have something closer to an army that could actually attack Rostov.
What about how long is it supposed to be? Because we did send for help when we created that fund.
Yeah,
How long is that supposed to be?
it's been 5 days. It's gonna take you another like 2 weeks.
Oof.
We'll meet them on the road.
I don't like. As a player, I don't like that plan. As a character, Lorenthal doesn't like that plan.
Well,
So
that's fine.
what? Is the plan to bunker for 5 days then? Hope that enough help shows up to survive?
Honestly,
I
think
kind of like
that's our
that.
best bet.
My problem with going is the exact thing that Eric was saying, is that we go back to the fort, they just sort of pat us on the head and they're like, okay, well, it's out of your hands now.
Sell it to me in character.
Okay. Yeah. So I will say, Count Swan, I don't disagree that the tactical military solution is to retreat, try to gather a larger force, and move out. My worry is this. If any of us were in command or would be put in a position to command a larger force, we would already have it. My worry is that if we take this back, we're removing ourselves from the situation entirely.
So,
I literally take all these papers I've been writing and just throw them in the air, and I'm like, you think I'm worried about being removed from this situation? I had to fight my sister today.
Your sister cut off my hand 3 days ago.
Years is gone.
Then we start from the ground up, and we start here.
I'm sorry, what? The 478 has been assigned to 24 missions. This is just another one. The tactical option is to inform Restov and help them perhaps carry out their mission if that is our assignment, and if it isn't, then it isn't. Since when, Father Demetrius, was this personal for you? It's his sister for Gorham's sake, and even he recognizes that it's not a personal vendetta that he alone must carry out.
It's not about carrying out a vendetta alone.
Practicality.
It's about failure. Political failure. Military.
That's always what it comes back to with
it's about military failure as well.
Sir Tovins. Fine. Allow me to offer a compromise.
What is the plan if you...
We have troops incoming. I don't know what. I don't know how many. We sent for aid. It will arrive in 5 days. We will bunker down. We will wait. We will try to gather information. We will send for anyone we can find to help us. And then we will leave. And if they will not believe us, and they don't believe these reinforcements, one way or another, we march when they arrive, whether it's towards the bandits or towards the border fort.
I have a problem with that compromise.
You guys are the border fort.
Yeah, we are the border fort.
Yeah, well, I'd like a much bigger fort to hide behind.
There is.
You're it.
Fort. No.
This is the fucking border fort.
Out of character, here's the thing. I think we have the resources to turn this fort into a literal death trap for anyone who tries to attack it.
No, we don't. I don't see how. I've already done like everything I can do. The problem is that it doesn't have walls. It has palisades. It has literally dirt, like wooden spikes in the ground. If this was,
I think I can do something about that.
I thought it did have walls.
It does have. It has fucking giant wooden palisade walls that you could walk on like around. Like it's a pretty nice fort.
I don't
getting a picture of it.
I don't anticipate us having to deal with siege equipment, and if we have to deal with it, we're fucked. Either way.
You know what is the best siege equipment against a wooden palisade fort? A flaming arrow. Yeah, like the easiest thing that anybody can have or do.
Here, I just shared it in chat, and I'm sharing it with you guys here. Like, this is what the fort looks like.
That's a pretty good fort.
Yeah, I'll take that to the bank. It's even got catapults that are...
No, I explicitly described the catapults up there being in fucking complete disrepair.
I mean,
but I've got engineering now, so I'll just roll that up and...
We got 5 days. We can take our time. We can all find a way to help. Laurenthal can try to manufacture poison. She'll be at a huge disadvantage. But she could use that to booby-trap the fort. I think we are much better off from a fictional positioning standpoint trying to defend an assault inside this fort and getting jumped on the road.
Except for the key point that you're missing is that if we leave now, an interception is nigh impossible.
But do
That's
we know
the point, though. If we
seems like we're making an assumption.
If we wait at all, any amount of time, and this is why I have trouble with the compromise, if we wait for reinforcements, if we wait for anything, then the bandits can be anywhere. We know where they are now, and that is heading in the opposite direction to get more reinforcements. Once they are anywhere, any movement is foolish, and this fort becomes our grave. Do or die. The smartest tactical decision at the moment, since you've asked, is to leave now. Burn the fort in our absence so they don't have it when we come back.
I want to lean on my relationship with Demetrius now.
Okay.
Demetrius, Abadar cannot protect us here. You have said that something is blocking his influence. You are having trouble performing any sort of act beyond basic surgery. There is a new god here, and it does not favor us. We need to return to our lands, to our troops, to anyone that will listen, because this is not some small bandit problem. This is not going to go away. This is an army. And we weren't sent here to deal with an army. We are 12 people and 2 traitors.
We were sent here to kill bandits.
Yes. Well, we killed a bandit's horse. It's good enough for me.
I have a proposition.
It's true. That's all we've
And
done.
none of you will like it, but it's an idea. When me and Sir Olin went out to look for my friend, we found a spirit.
Yes, I remember that.
From what I can tell, very powerful spirit.
Don't agree with that necessarily. And for all we know, the spirit of the Stag Lord that they already worship.
It may be worth it to investigate that.
We don't have the time. I'll tell you now, if we're staying, we're not going out to that cabin, which is in the direction of the bandits, to get ambushed by, as you said, out in the open.
Okay. I feel like we're having a duel of wits without rolling anything.
Well, you haven't exchanged like intention or like
prefer this.
My
I think,
intention is go the fuck home, find an army, and kill some bandits.
So you want to
I think
convince
Sam's
who's
intention
against
is
you on that?
here.
Who doesn't agree with that?
It seems like
I just don't see how we're like if we're gonna go get an army, we're just gonna get replaced. So like,
Yeah.
Well,
at that
then we
point,
have
this is no
another
longer a
adventure
team
that we're gonna have to go on.
for the intrigue game.
I mean, listen.
Like as a player, that's not what I want.
Trust that Eric will keep us in the game, whether that's as part of an advancing army or at the head of it, you know, or some other place entirely. It's not like we go back to Brevoy and in 4 episodes we're sitting in a castle drinking for the 3rd episode in a row, lamenting the fact that we retreated before certain death.
no, Eric is gonna make us play out the Braveheart. Would you go back? Trade every day. He's gonna make us role play 60 years in our beds. He's gonna make us role play the whole thing, so that at the end he can be like, "Now, would you go back and play the campaign the way you were supposed to?"
I want to see.
Like the one sign of trouble, you guys are running away.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't feel like it's as dangerous as we think.
You don't know how dangerous it is. You don't. Of course, bandits are gonna say it's an army. Of course they are. Fucking Game with Mance Raiders, but the greatest army the North's ever seen.
Yeah,
Like-
but you're sort of
And
sitting
it was
there
the
like,
biggest army the North's ever
Yeah,
seen.
that one was true. That was a bad one, but it might be.
you're sitting there
But
laughing at us, Eric, like,
Therefore.
oh, it's so funny that you're assuming the worst. How was so ridiculous and silly. It's like, of course we're assuming the worst because we're adults in a medieval fantasy setting.
yeah, but in a medieval fantasy setting, when you're given a job like this.
That's
What
cool.
what soldier gets ordered here and it's like, nah, not
The
me.
best situation, we're still outnumbered.
if we assume the best situation, like if we here's Eric.
Yeah, but wouldn't you rather have this conversation when you're assaulting their fort and like sieging them?
Yeah, that would be great
with
if
our
we knew
5
where they
dudes.
were,
and
and
our
we
5
had
dudes.
the time to do that.
And our 5 dudes.
You haven't tried.
I mean, one of
here's
us
what I don't
tried
understand.
and
Why
fell
doesn't-
over and screamed herself out of a hand.
Literally, you guys went into the woods one time. You got in one little fight, and Laurental got scared, and now you're running home. And you're moving your aunt and your uncle.
Bel Air.
I just want to point that out.
Bravoy.
No,
I think that what would make sense for us to do, and this is maybe what I propose in character, is like guerrilla tactics.
I already proposed that plan, and Sir Onan was like, "No."
I bet that if you
never
tell Lauren Tall
proposed
that you
guerrilla
want to have guerrilla tactics, she's all about
Look,
that.
look, if you guys are going to want to go home, then you're going to need to convince them, and we're going to duel of wits it. And you're going to convince the people who want to stay are going to want to stay, and then people want to go home, have to convince other people who want to go home.
So
Right?
let me-
and vice versa.
let me
I'm okay
say
with that.
let me say in character and out of character what I'm thinking here, which is that in character, the job is the Sword Lords of Restov take care of the bandits. Now that a soldier knows when you don't just die because you were told to go die somewhere. You come back and you tell people information that you have. You get it out, and because it's more important that an army doesn't attack Brevoy than that we do the job ourselves. Like it's the tactically sound decision. It is out of character. Obviously, that is going in a very different direction than like we come down here and we take out the bandits and it gives us our claim to these lands and then we build a kingdom and yada da da da. Like I understand that, but all of the information that we have been given in character is leading to one like irrevocable decision in character. And if like people are, well, that's not the direction that we should go, that wouldn't be fun. Like, yeah, that's fine, but that's what we have been presented with. And it's like, that's why you're going to have to convince me and Arthur in character.
Well, actually,
no, that's fine, bro.
I originally was on side, let's stay here and gather an irregular militia. And if we're bouncing back in that direction, I'm on that side.
Yeah, and I think that's what we want to do.
I was trying to work with you,
I
sir,
wanna get
but now it's just
here.
spiraling out of control in every direction.
I'm looking at my beliefs, and my beliefs are telling me that my character wants to stay here. So I'm going to fight for those beliefs.
My character wants to kill Swan's sister.
I'll stab
somehow.
you to death.
See her dead.
I will stab you to death.
Deal.
You tried
with
to
the
kill
fucking
her.
Problem.
Yeah, it's a family matter, not some fucking barbarian from the Outlands.
You don't have to get
about
racial about
nobility.
it. You really don't.
So we all agree, and only Sir Onan wants to leave now?
I think that's what's happening.
Yeah, so like as players, we're agreeing to stay, right?
Do we have to duel of wits to convince Sir Onan?
He won't duel of wits. He will just leave.
Then that means he's leaving.
Why wouldn't you? Okay, but here's something I could suggest. Why don't you write a letter? They'd be
Send one
like,
of your
"Yo,
outriders out
looks
there.
like they got an army. We're gonna like looks like they got an army. We might need
let's
some
start
reinforcements."
trying to build our army.
Well,
Like-
because the bands have shown that they can get here in 2 days, so we don't have time for letters. Well, they've shown that their turnaround time.
Man, you got a
is
fast
no time.
fucking war horse. Stick
Yeah.
your ass on the back of that and ride out. I think you can get to wherever you need to go pretty quick.
Wait, if our incoming supply wagon, reinforcements, all that junk are 5 days away, you could ride out there and have them, meet them and either be like, oh, this looks like enough, we can probably defend with this, or keep riding and be like, well, that's certainly not enough. They're all going to die.
No, wait, hold on. So, just so you know, the supplies are not 5 days away. We're day 5 into the game.
Oh.
They come at the end of
supplies
this
are
month.
Actually, the supplies are 25 days away.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, 25 days away. By the
Militia.
way,
We got the civilian militia, though, right?
yeah, the civilian militia that probably doesn't exist. I don't understand where all of these trappers and
I mean, we're going to make it exist.
fur traders.
Like
and,
I think that's the role, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what
We're gonna
what we
have a
wanna try
scene.
and do
Yeah.
is get
Sir Odin, these people will defend their own land, whether they like it or not. Hopefully they do like it. I'm very big on freedom, but I'm here. I have a sister to kill. I have some very important things to do. Leave if you must. Do whatever. I'm going to go write some letters.
I'm going to help
leave
him.
the room.
Yeah, I guess I'll go write some letters as well.
Oh my
You
god,
think,
it's
like,
literally the exact... Okay, wait. I want to do... Is this the same situation as the first time everyone walked out on Swan?
With less
Come
rolls.
on, Lorental, hobble out after us.
Except,
Come on.
no, Laurenthal can't walk out.
Honestly,
Hobble on
Sir
the
Onan
bed.
can just sit there and browbeat her until she changes her mind.
Okay.
That is something you have the power to do, and it's very possible because she's at a -2 die disadvantage.
yes, but I literally have a trait that says that I don't get into stupid, petty arguments. Basically, like you've all made up your mind, so I don't. I
Yeah,
just don't.
does that mean Sir Onan and the war boys are heading out?
Maybe. I write I go out and
This is your personal mission.
Yeah.
This is you proving yourself. And you're saying that you can't do it.
There's some very significant
Remember?
stakes here for
There's
all
some
of us.
significant things about your character at stake here if you go back and say that we need help, we can't do this.
so me personally, am a single Gormite taken onto himself is like, let's prove how strong I am. I've also been given the command of a group of men and the charge of protecting Oleg and Svetlana. As a commander, the mission is more important than my personal accomplishments. As a man in charge, it is more important that these people live, that Brevoy is not assaulted by an army of bandits, and through that lens, it is irrational to stay and try and accomplish with less than is capable of accomplishing the goal.
Do you see the incompatibility though of that and being a soldier in your order?
Yeah, no, it's personal. It's personal values and desires and personal growth against like command and accomplishment. Well, what it is the illusion of strength versus the illusion of weakness. It would be an illusion of weakness to give up. It is actually strength to recognize when you are outmatched in the service of that would be how he would argue it to someone in character who is arguing it.
Right now, just looking at your character sheet, I see 3 beliefs and an instinct that say you should stay.
I mean, it's up to him though. Like,
it is his choice, and you can totally abandon those beliefs.
I don't see which instinct would keep me to stay.
Never judge a book by its cover. You're going off half-truths from a crazy woman.
Well, I've taken my time to judge you.
You have
literally said she's insane.
And so you literally just fucking cut off the head of that horse like a fucking badass, like no big deal.
Yeah, I know I'm capable. I just don't, I know that if 60 or 40 or 30 bandits attack, I can't kill them all. And
the blade is running away from the soap zone.
I know. No, seriously, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is like not. This is a mind. I get it. Like, I get it. Like, yeah.
All of your beliefs is just what I'm saying. Right, you are functionally changing all of your beliefs because you are doing something.
Well, I mean, that's the thing you can do.
Yeah, you're literally going to earn Mold Breaker if doing this because you're no longer going to be the fucking like soldier person. Now you're like the most compassionate person.
Oh, it's not compassion. It's about the mission, Eric. It's about success.
It's definitely pragmatism, but I think it's interesting. It's interesting
pragmatism.
Your character.
No, see, I think
your choice.
I disagree. You've continued to say that it's not pragmatic. It is the most pragmatic decision. This other decision is what we want to do as players, and it makes sense and is fun.
Do you guys receive letters here? Would that be a thing? Do you get correspondence here?
You told us that we couldn't, without going out of our way. You said that we would have to send people or be.
No, we have expressly sent letters in the past.
Letters, receiving letters.
We haven't gotten anything.
I would assume so, right?
Yeah.
Oleg's Trading Post is literally a place where that happens.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Okay.
For the local people.
If that's the case, then that changes something that was said earlier. But I'm cool with that. I'd love to be able to have actual communication lines.
Okay, because this is something
that makes a lot more sense.
This is something that I did have planned, and I'm gonna let you guys know this because this might influence how you guys want to feel about it. There are soldiers on their way.
Okay. Well, I'm out of the room anyway, so.
So before you want to do all this stuff, I'm gonna let you guys know that in a couple of days you're gonna receive a letter that actually soldiers were coming here. But I already had this idea about what's going on with them and who those guys are since day one. I'm just I basically have a clock of events that are going to happen in the Stolen Lands over time, and this is literally event number 1. So
that doesn't change my opinion. I think we should stay. I always thought we should stay.
Yeah, I think I'm voting to stay. I say we go to break, we talk it out there. Everybody get a drink, use the restroom, we come back, and then we talk about what we decided.
Yeah. All right, let's go to break. We'll be back.
Bye.
And we never came back from the break ever.
That'd be great. That'd be hilarious.
Show just ends.